This old cassette deck snaps open like a mousetrap. Here's how I fixed it with just a little damping grease. Stick around for the next 6 minutes and I'll show you how I did it. I took the case off and then removed these top screws and disconnected the spring, and then also removed these bottom screws. You also need to have the cassette door open. The damping mechanism is basically back under here. So I've got all the screws removed, and basically we're going to remove this unit here. There we go. This is the dampening unit right here. You can see it turns as I open and close the cassette door. It's held in by these two screws, and I'm going to go ahead and take that out. And this is the unit. This is supposed to dampen by having a lot of resistance turning, and it doesn't seem to have much resistance at all. So let's go ahead and open it up. So here it is. Take these off. We can see not much inside. It just has this little piece that basically turns and is supposed to have resistance. Now my understanding is that you're supposed to put some dampening grease in there, and that'll increase the resistance again. I went ahead and ordered some, and let's try that out. A tube of the damping grease was actually kind of expensive. It seemed like they were running around $35, and I didn't want to make that kind of an investment for this. So I found a seller on eBay who basically was selling 1 gram of the damping grease, carefully put inside this wax paper. So we're going to see how that goes as far as trying to get that from the paper into the unit. All right, I basically took the tape off, and now we can open up this wax paper. We should have some damping grease in here. Well, yeah, it's interesting how this is this way, but yeah, it's all kind of smushed in there. I was hoping it would be kind of more of a blob, but let's go ahead and see if we can scoop some of that up. All right, basically I'm going to see if I can scoop this out. And this unit, it doesn't remove, so basically I need to scoop it in and put it in there. So let's see what we can do. Oh wow, actually that's not bad at all. Go ahead and add that here. I don't know if its resistance is supposed to be on just this piece or where the wheel turns, but let's put in a good amount. Yeah, this looks like this is going to be plenty. I'm learning from this. I've never done this before, so we're going to see how well this works. I can imagine this sitting on it is going to cause a lot of resistance, but let's give that a try. Let's see if that would be enough at this point. I can just finger tighten this, hold it on, and see how this turns. Okay, no, that's still pretty easy to turn. So I think for this to work right, we need to get the damping grease much more inside these openings here. And 1 gram seems like it is going to be plenty for this little piece. Let's just put the whole thing in there. And I imagine with some use, it's going to mix around everywhere. All right. Well, it's definitely harder to turn now. Before it was pretty easy. Now it's got some resistance. Okay, I'm going to clean my hands and then reassemble this. And now we see if our work paid off. Yep. Wow, look at that. Nice and slow. No more popping out and banging. It must be 40 plus years it hasn't opened that slowly. And that's it. And this just cost me maybe 20 minutes of time and a little over $5 for 1 gram of the damping grease. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and take a look at one of my other videos here.